everybody. Welcome to day number 2. Just need to set up the Serpents lineup here with Havoc pitching. So teaching survives in center field. Get Ward still so listen up. I make sure to pop in. Pop. Okay. Play ball. See a couple of, well, like, it's Moonshot's new logo and Retriever's updated logo. I think Puppet will be joining us later on in the evening. But a big one in the Phenoms. Serpents could take a 2-game lead over the whole division with a win here. The High Rollers can draw even with the Serpents, I believe.
Number 26, Frank McGregor.
Standings. So yeah, they could draw even. They'd both be 5 and 4. And man on the mound for the Serpents here. Havoc Overlord making his 3rd appearance. Comes into the game tense. On a bit of a down streak the last couple of games. Let's see if a good pitching performance can boost him up here. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. 2 down, Kylie Lloyd to the plate. So Ace Exterminator activates here for Lloyd. So that must mean Overlord is at least an A- as a pitcher, even tense. I wonder if the tenseness actually applies to that to that triggering, or if it just looks at what he should be base. Anyway, a quick inning. We'll see Franco Fragate. Fragante? I don't know. Yeah, that's a strikeout. Both starting pitchers, a low 3 ERA here as the Aces make their way back to the mound. Grounder to second. Espinoza throws in time for out number 2. Now bringing up Stetson Harrison. Oh, a frigate here, close to joining the 20K club. Just needs 2 more. One and 2. And that's going to be up the middle. First hit of the game by either side. bring up Derek Klopp.
Derek Klopp.
Ball, that's outside.
And that one's popped up left field. This will end the inning, as Theodoros will make the catch there for out number 3. And we'll head to the top of the second.
Now back, center fielder, number 11, Miles Hickman.
That's a strike. Strike.
So, so this is, we are playing quote-unquote week 9 here, right? So I'm thinking, I know I had mentioned it earlier, that potentially we would just sim week 10 after day 3, and we still might do that depending on what time it is and other factors. But we also might just move that to Monday to sit in front of week 11, because we do need to keep in mind that we are a week behind technically on simming, because this is the second week in a row we've played, so we are owed 2 sims. And looking at week 10, that looked like a good one to sim. Week 11 though did have quite a few divisional matchups and a couple of it had some good matchups that we might want to watch. So I feel like, and I'll definitely put a post about it in the Discord like I did last week. But just something to keep in mind. The Serpents and the High Rollers both have their stars on the uniforms now. See how the Retrievers look. Knights will have one as well. So 4 teams, former champions on this evening.
Now batting, left fielder, number 27, Vivian Snell.
Ball outside.
That one's foul. It's a 2-1 count here to Snell. Fouled back. And that one is into center field. That's going to be a base hit. So a runner aboard.
The first baseman, number 2, Caleb Flynn.
And that one's going to be through the left side. So 2 on now for the Serpents.
Now batting, a catcher, number 42, Tyler Hazeldine.
That's down.
It's a bit of a jam here for Frigate here early. Foul 1-2 here to Hazeldine in the 8 hole. And that's going to be up the middle, a base hit. Runner's going to stay put at third, and the Serpents have the bases loaded.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 46, Vern Hoffman.
Oh, 2 here to Hoffman. Oh, strike 3 call.
A designated hitter, number 19, Luke Morrow.
It's 2 down. Yeah, everyone has their stars now. I did that over the weekend. That one's popped up. Caught by Evans, and Frigate gets out of the bases loaded jam. We'll head to the top of the third, still scoreless.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 5, Nala Maloney.
No, that's low.
Yeah, the Retrievers have a 2X star. Another strikeout for Overlord. Gotta figure he's back to at least neutral here. Oh, he's locked in. Wow. That volatile not messing around.
No, outside. Foul ball. Strike three.
And that's going to be another strikeout. Back-to-back Ks here in the top of the third.
Number 20.
Wash Arroyo.
Nope, it's that ball.
Slow grounder to Klopp, who will throw it to Flynn in time for out number 3. And we'll head to the bottom of the third. Cervantes, Harrison, and Klopp due up for the Serpents.
Center fielder, number 58, Marcos Cervantes.
Popped up into left, just in front of the track for out number 1.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 77, Stetson Harrison.
Harrison will step up to the plate here.
Volley time.
Subbing in for the injury to the starting shortstop. 1-2. Run this one to Maloney. I'll be in time for out number 2. I'll bring up Derek Klopp.
20, Derek Klopp.
That's a strike. And strike. Strike three.
And a swing and a miss to end the inning. We'll head to the top of the 4th here. Nothing but goose eggs on the scoreboard for now. Top of the order due up here for the High Rollers.
That's a strike. Might keep it strike. Strike. Out. No ball. That's foul ball.
Grigor battling here. 1-2 count. Lines it to Hoffman for out number 1.
Designated hitter, number 29, Jet County.
It's up good old Jet County. That one into center field, and that's going to hit off the base of the wall. And that will be the first base runner of the night for the High Rollers.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 2, Kylie
So a
Lloyd.
1-out double. Kylie Lloyd up to the plate.
Ball low.
Some things going her way. Power versus righties. And Ace Exterminator. Puts that one into right. That one gets down in front of Walsh. And High Rollers now with a chance here. Runners at the corners and just 1 out. Miles Hickman will come to the plate. He is tense, but we'll have RBI hero up. Or active, I should say. So we're going to miss 1 and 2. Oh, swing and a miss. Not a great appearance there.
Number 9,
And Joe Espinoza also with RBI hero active.
Nope. High. High ball. Strike.
Swings through that one. And grounded to second. Hoffman in time for out number 3. And the High Rollers blow their first opportunity of the game. It remains scoreless going bottom 4. 5, 6, and 7 due up.
Right. That's high.
Oh no! Frigate is down, and that's a base hit.
The left fielder, number 27, Vivian Snell.
Ball, that's outside.
And that one is hit a mile into left center. Snell is out of here. And the Serpents strike first a 2-run shot. Taking advantage of the hit pitcher there. Snell's first home run of the season. Frigate is rattled now.
Glenn.
Ball.
The catcher, number 42, Tyler Hazeldine.
It's outside. Oh, man.
And that one's going to be through the right side. Gotta wonder how much longer Frigate's going to stay in there after taking the comebacker.
Number 46, Vern Hoffman.
Better believe it, a strike. Three strikeouts.
That's a strikeout. On number 2, does that take him to 20? Oh, he's already at 22.
Luke Morrow.
So another member in the 20 strikeout club. I think that makes it 8 now. Popped up and out of play. Towering fly ball into left center, but will die in front of the warning track for Hickman to make the catch for out number 3. But the 2-run shot from Snow puts the Serpents on top here as we go to the top of the 5th, 2-0.
The right fielder, number 12, Clyde Evans.
Oh, Harrison took his time
Third base, number
walking to
1,
that one, but does end up snagging it.
Tony.
Strike.
Slow roller to second. Hoffman in time for out number 2.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 58, Silas Theodoros.
And Flynn will catch up to that one. A 1-2-3 inning for Overlord. And we'll head to the bottom of the 5th. 2, 3, 4 due up in the order.
Number 58, Marcos Cervantes.
There's strike.
That one will be foul. Swing and a miss. That's out number 1.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 77, Stetson Harrison.
Runner up the middle. A tough dive there by Espinoza. And can't get the throw off in time. And another infield hit for the Serpents.
Baseman, number 20, Derek Klopp.
No, that's low.
That one skied into right field. Be caught by Evans for out number 2.
The right fielder, number 8, Bash Walsh.
Ball outside. Ball low.
Oh my, night. Into the second deck in right field, and it's 4-0. Wow, that's only went 437. I sure felt like it would have been further.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 27, Vivian Snell.
And I guess they're just gonna let Frigate just rot here in this one.
Nope, inside ball. Too low. Take your base.
Batting, the first baseman, number 2, Caleb Flynn. Now pitching, Chucky Hawkins.
Chucky Hawkins finally giving Frigate some rest.
Strikey, strike, strike.
Chopper to third. Maloney in time for out number 3. We'll head top 6 now. A 4-0 lead for the Serpents. 9-1-2 to it from here.
Now batting, the catcher, number 20, Wash Arroyo.
Gotta figure that Overlord might be close to on fire potentially. He's been locked in for a while. Did give up a couple of those hits a couple innings ago, but has been quiet since.
Ooh, outside. That's a strike. Well. Strikey.
Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Overlord.
Designated hitter, number 29, Jet County.
Grounder. Oh, diving attempt there by the shortstop. Just out of the reach. County will be aboard.
The first baseman, number 2, Kylie Boyd.
Strike.
That one's to the right side. So High Rollers trying to mount a 2-out rally here, 2 on.
Now batting,
Another chance for the back-to-back RBI heroes.
Hickman.
They came up empty last time around. Can they come through in the clutch here? In the top of the 6 here.
That's a strike.
Hickman struck out swinging the last time he was up. That one is softly lined to Harrison for out number 3. High Rollers strand another pair. Will go bottom 6. It's 8-9-1 due up for the Serpents.
The catcher, number 42, Tyler
inside ball.
Hazeldine. Now batting, the second baseman, number 46, Vern Hoffman.
First pitch swing popped up by Hoffman. And that's out number 2.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 19, Luke Morrow.
Nope, high. That's down.
Down the first base line, Lloyd reaches out, snags it, and will step on the bag for out number 3. We'll head to the top of the 7th. Still 4-zip here.
Second baseman, number 9, Joe Espinoza.
That one under the glove of Overlord and trickles into center field. That's going to be leadoff base hit.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 12, Clyde Evans.
Evans 0 for 2 tonight, hitting .273 on the season, though.
There's a strike.
That one is popped up. And will be caught by Cervantes for out number 1.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 5, Nala Maloney.
Strike.
And through the right side, and the High Rollers will have 2 aboard once again.
Now batting, the shortstop.
The High Rollers have had 2 on in 3 out of the last 4 innings, but have yet to get anyone across here.
Ball is inside.
Overlord still reporting in at locked in.
Right.
1 and 2 the count.
Ball, that's outside.
Oh, and no doubter there for strike 3 called. It's up to Quash Arroyo not to squander the opportunity. to find a way to get a hit here or find a way to get on. Turn the lineup around here for the High Rollers. Fouls it off. It's a 2-1 count. Fouls it back 2-2. Full count. The runners will go. Grounded to first. Flynn flips it to Overlord in time for out number 3. And once again, the High Rollers leave a pair stranded. We'll go bottom 7, 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Serpents. And that is going to be a solo shot to make it 5-0 Serpents. All 5 runs for the Serpents here tonight have been from the long ball. And Hawkins bounces back with the strikeout. Left center, and that will get tracked down by Hickman for out number 3. Top 8 we go. Time running thin for the High Rollers. Top of the order due up now, trailing here by 5. Doubt they let Overlord go the rest of the way, unless he gets a really quick inning here. And that is lined into right field off the wall. He's digging for 2 and will get there. So leadoff double here for the High Rollers. Jet County 2 for 3 today, has a double of his own and a single. It's another runner in scoring position here for the High Rollers. And that's going to be in the gap. That will put a run on the board for the High Rollers. It's going to be another double for County. Make it a 5-1 ball game.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 2, Kylie Lloyd.
And that will do it for Overlord. His night is done. But does shake off his tenseness he came into the game with and gets back to locked in for the next couple of games as a batter. Oh my, deep into left center. Does it have enough? That one is gone! Off the tippy top of the wall. Another home run. We've seen like that this week. 393, and just like that, it's 5-3. And all of a sudden, those runners the High Rollers have left on looming quite large now. And that's going to be a base hit up the middle. Still nobody out here in the top of the 8th for the High Rollers.
Now back, the second baseman, number 9, John.
And Thompson is now tense. 3.86 ERA to 1.57 whip. Choker on Espinoza here, but RBI Hero pushes that back a little bit. He pops this one up into left center, and Cervantes will make the catch there. Mojo right back up for Thompson. Oh, and 2 here to Evans. I don't know what the snake's pin is offhand. I didn't get the screen grab while the game was loading. Oh, just slightly mistimed that one. We almost had a tie game. Back to the mound. That's a 1-6-3 double play to end the inning. And the Serpents hold on to a 2-run lead as we go bottom of the 8th. Snell will lead things off 2 for 2 today. Home run, single, walk, 2 RBIs. Her first home run and first RBIs on the season, nonetheless. And she continues her hot day, 3 for 3 now. Their second single of the night. So as the Serpents look to try and get some of those runs back. Oh, 2 here to Flynn. Ooh, strike 3 called. Flynn goes down for out number 1, brings up Kyler Hazeldine. 2 for 3 tonight, 350 average. And surprising with a batter that has bars like that. Lines out to short for out number 2, brings up Bern Hoffman.
Now pitching, Elliott.
And here comes Duncan to try and get the final out of the inning. And first pitch swinging, that's up the middle for Hoffman. And now it's 2 aboard for the Serpents. Look at his stamina. Remember how long he pitched in the game last week against them? Coming back to bite him. He does get out of the inning. Remains just a 2-run game going to the top of the 9th. Last chance for the High Rollers. It's the bottom of the order due up.
The third baseman, number 5, Nala Maloney.
That's going to be a base hit.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 58.
And so that brings the tying run up to the plate for the High Rollers. For now, it's in the hands of Silas Theodoris. He is tense. That contact very low now. Behind 0-2 here. Swing and a miss.
Now batting, catcher, number 20, Wash Arroyo.
Here's the 9-hole. Will he stay in the game? He will. I believe this is the backup catcher. Just hitting 083 on the season. One hand to the count. Popped up into right. Actually in foul territory is Walsh to make the catch for out number 2. That'll be the last chance here for the High Rollers. Leadoff man Frank McGregor. 1 for 4 here tonight with a double. Oh, it's a beanball!
Now batting, the designated
And just like that, Jet County is the go-ahead run.
Mary.
In comes Mary Schroeder, who comes into the game strained to try and get the final out here against Jet County. Fouls it off, 0-2 the count. That one's low, 1-2. Oh, a late swing and a miss. Jet County goes down and the Serpents will take a 2-game lead in the Phenoms. It was just too little too late for the High Rollers. 3 runs off 11 hits. County and Lloyd both getting 3 of them. Lloyd with a home run. 10 strikeouts for the High Rollers. Theodoris racking up 3 of them. 12 hits for the Serpents. Very well spread out. Snell goes 3 for 3. Walsh goes 2 for 4. 3 home runs hit tonight by the Serpents. 9 strikeouts. Loss goes to Frickett after he got hit in the lifeboats. 4 earned through 4 2/3. Really should have gotten pulled earlier. Might have been a different game otherwise. And then the win goes to Overlord. Just 2 earned through 7 for him. And Schroeder gets a 1-out save. And then it's Snell, Lloyd, and Havoc Overlord on the MVP board for Game 1. right, and we're going to bring Puppet into the fold here as we get ready for game number 2. Puppet, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Awesome. Looks like people can hear you, so that's good. Let's see. I think we are good on the Knights side of things. Yep. Play ball. Let's see. Moonshots. Richards and back. So. So let's just use their starting lineup. So left fielder needs to be Richard. That's one. Catcher needs to be. It's not that. Wells. Benjamin at first. Donna. Still down. It's the DH. Driver in center field. Solomon. Benjamin. Driver. Solomon. Okay. Shall play ball. Jump right back into Battery Bay. 6-2 Knights versus the 2-6 Moonshots.
The reversed one. Do you want to stream me real quick?
Oh yeah.
It's game time here at Battery Bay. Here,
There you go, sir.
Now batting, the first baseman.
So yeah, pretty much two opposite teams in the heroic here. Top of the legends for the Knights and bottom of evolution.
I think the Moonshots are coming off a win. It was on a sim, I think. Can't remember who it was against.
Number 15, Kason Solomon.
No, I'm not sure.
It was one of the games we simmed to catch up last week when we missed Monday. But I can't remember who it was. The off single quickly erased by a 4-6-3 double play.
17, Rhett center cut.
Got West on the mound here. Whoa, a 14.29 ERA.
Yeah, he's gonna want to get that down today.
But gets out of the first inning unscathed. As we'll head to the bottom of the first. Jensen Maddox for the Knights. Posting a 3.27 on the season. .36 whip, just 9 strikeouts.
Does have crossed up, so he might struggle a decent bit against left-handed hitters here, but also has what was that trait?
Elite curveball. And one thing to also keep in mind is this Moonshots lineup, I think at its best, has like 3 or 4 of the, not Distractor, but Mind Gamer traits on the batters.
So we'll have to see how that comes into play. Strikeout for
Maddox so far unfazed as he strikes out the first 2 batters. Here is
Here's
one
Benjamin.
of those on fire.
Yeah, they have green traits up to level 3. Well, in the inning at first base. So yeah, Moonshots could really use a big game here to bounce back. You know, in their division, I believe it's also they're with the Dragons. So
Yeah, their division is Monstars, Area 51, Dragons, and them.
Yeah, and honestly, I think this division they really do have a chance to bounce back. I mean, the run differential is not looking too great, but you know, at the top of the division, it's just the Monstars who are 5-3. I think they have a really great start to the season, but you know, it kind of evened out. And then Area 51, 500, they're doing all right. And
Yeah,
then
they're
they also
starting to
have the
heat up a
Dragons,
bit.
so I mean, they definitely have a chance in this division that with the Dragons.
I think Area 51 started like 1-3, 1-4, and have rattled off a few here to get to 500.
Right.
Ooh, that one just is going to hook foul. 2-2. And that will be a base hit. Another one under the glove that trickles a bit further into center field than you would think.
Now batting the right fielder, number 20, Pork Curley.
Oh no.
And oh,
Oh,
ooh, the bad
I
throw
wonder.
cost them the double play.
Number 30,
Yeah, that probably did cost them that. Not a lot of speed on that runner, so a bit unfortunate, but Wes could probably clean this up here.
It's a slow roller. Hill down in time for out number 3. And we'll go bottom of the second.
Another mind gamer here.
Laser shot, but just right at Solomon.
You bet that's a strike.
1-2. That one is actually going to get down. I was hanging up there for so long, I thought that was going to be caught up to. But not a whole lot of speed in the outfield by the Knights, and that turns into a one-out double.
Yeah, it's not bad. I was thinking a bit about Ivy Allen here, who is rattled, staying in the lineup to start.
0.67 batting average. Does have RBI Hero active here to fight off the rattled Ojo.
You bet that's a strike.
Ugly swing there. Oh!
Oh,
Oh,
no.
wow. Maddox,
Them.
with the nice glove work, is going to get the runner in a rundown between second and third. He'll apply the tag. That's something that I've noticed this week. There have been a lot of, I mean, even that late swing by Jet County to end the game there in game 1. We've seen some like really ugly swings and like misses this week, like just really not really competitive at bats.
Yeah, I mean and to be honest, it's a little bit expected considering the quality of pitchers we're having this week as we get back into the number 1 lineup. But yeah, still, not a lot of, or pardon, a couple bad swings as you mentioned.
Ball outside. Strike. Down.
So we've got 8-9-1, I believe, due up here for the Knights. Lachlan Drader. It's going to be popped up. Need to check if this, because the Moonshots did a couple weeks ago make a couple of changes in their rotation and bullpen. I wonder if this guy was one of those moves.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I was trying to think, like, as a starter, having a 14 ERA, that seems...
No, it wasn't. So this guy's been a starter. It was
Wow.
Charles
That's a strike.
and Mason and Velasquez. So this guy's been here for 2 starts, it seems.
Has to be pretty tough. Honestly surprised. I mean, he came in neutral, so we'll see how that goes. I think what's really great about this Knights lineup, though, is, I mean, as far as batting order goes, I don't think you have a whole lot of weaknesses. Something notice going into the season is that there are a couple, players usually in the 7-8 kind of area that, you're kind of just hoping can maybe, not do terrible, but they don't really have the stats to keep going as they'll end the inning with a strikeout. But this Knights, I mean, it's really hard to find a weakness.
Center fielder, number 5, Christine Driver.
Bottom third now.
Nope, low.
Another mind gamer here for Maddox to try and fend off.
That's down.
And gets another strikeout. That's number 3 on the game for Maddox.
Solomon.
That's a strike. Strike. Strike three, you're
Wow.
out.
Wow.
Fielder, number 4, Destiny.
He'll get locked in as well.
Mm-hmm.
High ball. Well, that's down. That's a strike.
Dialed back 2-2. That is going to be caught by Drader. No, sorry, Drader. Curly.
Round roll sushi.
We're out number 3. We go top of the 4th, still scoreless here.
The second baseman, number 17.
Knights offense so far being held scoreless by West here.
That's a strike and a half, my friend.
ERA down by 4 points here.
Nope. Low.
From 14-9 to 10. Solomon, nice snag, gets to first in time.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 51, Giovanni Leo.
Nope. That's low.
So actually, after looking at it, I think West might have been
Inside.
the number 2 pitcher. And he's been moved up to the ace here. Because after those moves, West moved to the number 1 pitcher. And they moved the new starter to the back of the rotation.
Right. I'm thinking he was probably as well a reliever during the draft, as he has 3 pitches here. So something to keep in mind.
Ball inside. Oh.
Runner to short. That's going to be a 1-2-3 inning. As we head to the bottom of the 4th here, Wells, Benjamin, and Magana due up.
Batting, the catcher, 12, Golder Wells.
Strike. That's a strike and a half, my friend. You're out.
Well hit to center, but caught by Solomon. Brings up Benjamin, who's on fire. He is volatile, so
Ah, volatile. Okay, that makes sense. Like 353, okay, like I can kind of see that.
Strike.
4 home runs, 11 RBIs.
That's outside.
Towards the top of the league in both of those numbers. Ooh, just gonna come up a few feet short of home run number 5.
The second baseman,
Brings up Magana.
Santiago Magana.
Ball low.
Grounded to Droop, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for the Knights. Pitchers duel here through 4 full. Will go top of the 5. Top of the 5, top of the 5th.
Now batting,
And it's 6, 7, and 8 due up.
number 20, Port Curley.
Strike. No, outside.
seems like West is locked in now as well. One. Gonna make it to the dugout.
Foul. Nope, low.
Wonderful. Just spilled some water on my shirt.
You.
Oof.
Puts it to
Man,
water.
now they're just ugly swing and miss.
Shortstop, number
That's 3 now for West.
That's high. Wow. That's inside.
And he does have pick officer, but we haven't seen a whole lot of people on the bases yet.
Yeah, I think Of the 3 hits he's given up, I think 2 of them have been to the leadoff hitter Hendricks, and then she's been retired on the next batter because Solomon grounded into a double play, and then almost grounded into the other one that West should have had, but threw kind of in the dirt to second base. Get something started here. Runner on, 2 outs for Lachlan Drader. 9-hole hitting .320 this season. 1 home run, 5 RBIs. Left side, Hilldown sucks it up, gets the first in time for out number 3. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. Hilldown, Ivy Allen, and Snack West. And that's going to be leadoff base hit for the Moonshots. And you know, no one is loving this more, apart from Pandora, are the Lumberjacks.
Yeah, we talked about the Moonshots division earlier, but the Knights division, you also have the Lumberjacks, historically a very competitive team. Wrong fielders. We saw it yesterday.
Yeah, and they suffered a loss. They're down to 3-6 now.
Yeah.
So they're 3.5 back. And we'll see the Express next, I think.
Yeah. Moonstars at the Express, so. But, you know, Knights in the Lita division have a pretty good running right now, 6-2. Started off really well, so.
Maddox, I think, with the in a couple outs here. 2 down after the leadoff runner got aboard. Driver. Runner headed for second, and the throw is in plenty of time.
That was awful.
And we'll head to the top of the 6th, still scoreless.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 3, Aubrey Hendricks.
Top of the order here for the Knights, looking to get anything here across West, who is locked in like you mentioned.
Hendricks looking quite good on the season, 414 average, but that's going to go down here.
Now batting, the center fielder, number
Waved
50,
away by
Mason
West.
Solomon.
West also looking at a pretty good pitch count right now. 72 through 6, through 5 and 3rd.
Make that 2/3.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 70, at center field.
That will end the inning. Another 1-2-3 inning here. Very surprising outing here. Go bottom of the 6th here. 8-9-1. As Driver gets a clean slate. Grounded to 3rd. That's in time.
The shortstop, number 48, Solomon.
Droop off the hop in time. And back to the top of the order now for the Moonshots. And a ground to the 3rd. Flail in time for out number 3. And it's top of the 7th we go, still scoreless. You know, I don't want to take too much away from the pitchers here, as, you know, we mentioned back to our aces, and, you know, these pitchers are pretty good, but the offense really hasn't, either side hasn't really fought really hard, it seems. Like, it's been not very competitive at-bats.
I mean, it's even I mean, low pitch count at bats, and it's barely, made it out of the outfield in the last couple of innings. So, I'll have to see how that continues. I mean, and the power's not bad for either team either. Like,
Oh, and that will be a base
that'll
hit.
make it.
Let's see. The Knights have 5 bars of power. That's their second best stat behind their starting rotation.
Number 20.
Whereas the Moonshots are fairly well balanced. Their best trait is speed, but then everything else is equal across the board.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I don't know how much. I'm really curious how much if the bars are just stat based. If the bars are just stat based, or if they, have some sort of measure with the traits to add those in. But
And see, that's what I'm talking about there with Hurley, that last at bat. Oh, hanging up there, and Driver just able to catch up to it for out number 3. Keeps the game scoreless as we go bottom of the 7th. 2-3-4 do it for the Moonshots. But I mean, it was Curly there, just striking out on a pitch that was in the next batter's box. It's just looking very sloppy in doing it.
Maddox getting fired up.
Now 7 strikeouts for Maddox in this game. Ooh, he's on fire now. Just at 68 pitches himself. 1-2 count here to Benjamin. It's on fire versus on fire. Oh, and paints the corner beautifully. Oh. Maybe at the wall. It's gone! Forget the on-fire batter. It's the 10th batter against the on-fire pitcher who goes yard and gives the Moonshots the lead.
That was really close, but that'll put the Moonshots up. Bring Maddox back down to just... I forgot what it was called.
Locked in.
Locked in, yes.
So now the Knights are down to their final 6 outs. The Moonshots will put in a defensive substitution. It's 8-9-1 here for the Knights. Oh, Francis Herbert ties the game! About half of the height, though. So that was
308 for Drader.
Herbert, of all people, and West is done.
Yeah, Drader 0 for 2 on the day. Punts as well. So back to a tie game, but have a different pitcher for the Moonshots.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 3, Aubrey Hendricks.
Is there like a person named like Audrey Hendricks or something?
Hendricks 2 for 3 here tonight. But puts this one into right. Popped by Allen for out number 2.
Batting, the center fielder, number 50. Now batting.
And Solomon's going to get pulled in favor of Emilio Lane, who's taking his first at-bat of the season here in Game 9.
Wow.
That's fairly incredible, and he'll ground out to first to end the inning. But the solo home run ties things up now at 1 apiece as we go bottom of the 8th. 6, 7, and 8 combined 0 for 6 with 3 strikeouts. And then Lane is immediately pulled by Jadel Coffey.
Was he actually, where is he playing? Center field? Oh, okay. Because that was like a 0 fielding, basically.
It was, yeah, I think it's center field because it was Solomon who got pulled.
Right. I didn't even notice that, but
That makes it 9 strikeouts now for Maddox. Grounded to short. Droop in time for out number 2. And Ed Gare, and another guy getting his first at-bat of the season. And first pitch swing. Grounded to third, ends the inning, and we'll head to the top of the 9th, tied at 1 apiece. 3, 4, 5 due up for the Knights now. Lachlan Johnston will come in. I believe that just about clears out the bench for both teams now. Hard hit ball into center, and a sliding catch by the replacement Johnston to make the catch for out number 1. Taking a hit away from center cut.
pretty nice way to enter the game.
Ball always manages to find you. That's what they say.
I mean, I don't think I've heard anyone say that, but I don't really know, so.
Full count. Just gets a piece of that one. Ooh, swing and a miss. Kalani Gregory 2 for 3 here tonight. It's here to keep the 9th inning going here for the Knights. And that is caught by Solomon for out number 3. We'll head to the bottom of the 9th. Moonshots a chance to walk it off. It's Solomon, Richard, and Wells due up.
Yeah, if the Moonshots have anybody left in their bench, could probably swap out Solomon, but no.
You bet that's a strike. That time.
Also trust Maddox to end the game, or at least.
It's at 83 pitches here in the 9th. If his team had been leading, this could have been a Maddox situation. And
But he'll give up a hit.
Yeah, the winning run is now on base for the Moonshots.
Wonder if they'll keep him in. See the top. I mean, his stats are still looking pretty great.
Ooh. Much of a line drive there to let it hit and turn the double play. I think if you get to a mind gamer in the next batter, I think that's when you pull him. But the Knights don't have the best pin, at least. I mean, on paper it's okay, but in practice it's not been the greatest. 2-2. Oh, just missed the zone, and it's a full count. Fouled off. Wells staying alive and puts one through the right side, and the winning run now in scoring position for the Moonshots. Oh no!
Wait, no!
What just happened?
I mean, why would you even throw the third base?
How was everyone so poorly out of position? And this guy is still locked in. This guy, first base is open. Why don't you just intentionally walk him? Put the force out everywhere, especially with only one out.
Yeah, that's...
Well, and that's the game. I mean, that's a sacrifice fly.
I mean, just absolute terrible, like, 0 IQ from the Knights right here.
Wow, and the Moonshots win a stunner and have a winning streak for the first time this season. 2-1 over the Knights. Just 6 hits from the Knights, who are usually a pretty strong offense. It's Hendricks, Gregory, and Herbert getting on. And the Knights actually out-hit the Moonshots. Moonshots only get 5 hits. Strike out more. Loss goes to Maddox. 8 2/3, 2 earned runs, 9 strikeouts. A home run given up. And the win goes to Clay on the other side. 2 innings in relief. And Clay moves to 1-3-1 on the season. What is that record?
That is. I mean, Maddox shouldn't have, like, he had an incredible outing just that last inning.
He shouldn't have been pitching once the second runner got on.
Yeah.
How that ball flies out of play is beyond me. And see how you don't intentionally walk the batter to load the bases with first base open to try and get the force out. Like, I just... Some AI smoothness that isn't there right now, unfortunately. There are a lot of things that should have been done there logically that just wasn't done. Anyway, game number 3 now. Desperate. It's in. So 5-3 Monstars versus the 2-6 Express. And a rough season so far for the Express.
Yeah, we talked about them a bit earlier in that Knights division. I mean, a win here would put them tied with the wrong fielders, so...
It might be the worst fielding team in the league. They only have 2 bars of defense. They have... Their contact and power are both top tier, like 5 bars on both of those. Speed right behind that. I mean, and then speed, rotation, and pin right behind it. It's just been their defense, it looks like, that's really not been up to snuff. Whereas the Monstars are almost the complete inverse of the Express, where their defense is 5 bars, rotation and speed are 4, and then contact, power, and pin are 3.
I thought it was pretty funny looking at the bars. But, you know, you can have, I mean, you know, having bad fielding isn't bad. I mean, but you just have to know where to put it, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh.
And they'll catch the runner. They'll get another runner on. Single up the middle.
The second baseman, number 38, Boston Schaefer.
Schaefer looking at a 400 so far. Third baseman or second baseman. I think. Second.
Ball inside.
Facing Ghost McDiggins, had a decent season so far. 3.38 ERA, 12 Ks. Yeah, another one.
It's
right
another.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 26, Zayden Alexander.
Oh no, Schaefer tore his meniscus. That's a big injury.
Yeah, down the red, I believe.
And Schaefer was like a 400 hitter too. So that is very significant for the Monstars. Especially if the bars are any indication to believe, a team that probably doesn't have a whole lot in the tank in regards of like a reserve batter.
Now in the game,
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Montoya.
Well, so Montoya will come in, who is very high fielding, but I'm gonna guess not that great as far as batting goes. And they'll also shift over their shortstop. It's Rebecca Ellis doing pretty well. 3 hits or 3 homers with RBIs locked in.
Starting pitcher for the Monstars here. 4.72 ERA. Bit high, 1.58 whip. That's going to be a base hit.
Number 26, Araya Cunningham.
So 1 on, 1 out now for the Express.
Oh,
And a walk.
there's a 4-pitch walk.
Now batting, the first baseman,
I
number
mean,
13,
as far as batters to walk on the
Vigo
Express, that's probably not one of them.
Then
But
Vigo.
they'll get out.
Yep. The all too familiar 4-6-3 double play.
Give them a wedgie.
And we'll head to the top of the second.
Baseman, number 47, Gordon Newman.
Yeah, so Monstars. Wait. I get it right. It was Schaefer on the Monstars.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Right fielder, number 11, Special.
they're gonna have to make up for that loss here.
And that's
They
put into
will.
left. Oh, he's heading for second. So a cheeky double there. Puts 2 in scoring position now.
Number 17, Cameron Despot.
Ooh, surrounded active here for McDiggins. That'll be a base hit, and the Monstars will take the lead. This is the earliest run we've scored here tonight.
Number 8, Ashton.
Yeah, overall this week it's been pretty pitcher-centric. Later in the game. Runners on the corners with no outs.
Is that deep enough for a sac fly? No, the runner won't go.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 30,
Runner had some okay speed, but no need to test it with that's just the first out. There you go. Base hit makes it 2-0.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 3, Felipe Smacks.
McDiggins now down to Pence. And surrounded.
Fielders or infield fly is called. Lesby with the catch.
The first baseman, number 71, Lunder Nichols.
So Monstars 2-1 got right.
Oh, suck glove for Vigo. Gets them out of the inning. 2-0 lead now for the Monstars.
Yeah, they'll take the lead. Monstars looking at the top of the evolution. They have the Area 51 to compete with, but Dragons not doing too hot. Moonshots just got a win, but still down towards the bottom. So I think a win here would really cement themselves.
Yeah, and they're only a game up
as a
over
leader.
Area 51 right now, so definitely need to keep on winning.
Right.
Let's see, who does Area 51 play later this week? Diamond Jacks. Be an interesting game.
Strikeout.
The third baseman, number 6, Heinz Dealer.
Whitford here on Dealer. And he will
Not be
do
dealing
just
anything
that.
at that.
shortstop, number 13, Elizabeth Montoya.
Montoya looking to get it
Ooh, wow.
first hit this season. I believe that, yeah, that is the replacement, Schaefer.
Yeah, I think that, yeah.
And not at this at
Now
bat.
batting, the designated hitter, number 26, Zayden Alexander.
You go, will take it himself. That's 2 down.
The second baseman, number 47, Gordon Newman.
Gordon Newman. 300 here in the 5-hole. No home runs, no RBIs, though. Surprising for someone who hits kind of towards the cleanup part of the lineup.
Yeah, just a bit.
Get on base
Got a
here.
nice double, though. Oh, just a single. It is a kind of weird spot in the park.
Mm-hmm.
Number 11, Special Marks.
I would love this park if it weren't for that weird little part in right center. It's going for 2, and he is thrown out.
I don't think we've had a successful steal today.
Yeah, I think you are correct. So
Second
it's 8, 9, and 1 due up for the Express. That's a quick first out.
baseman, a shortstop, number 9,
Alessandro Gillespie. And Gillespie will be aboard.
Now batting, center fielder, number 23, Edwin Valenzuela.
The 1-2 to Valenzuela. Struck out on the curveball, so
Designated hitter, number 5,
Wells
Alice.
doing, or pardon, Webster.
Yeah, Webster locked in now. To 15 strikeouts on the season. That will end the inning. Top 4 we go. 2-0 Monstars. Just 2 hits on the night for the Express.
Special Marks.
This one
Bomber special.
gets down.
Man, that almost went extra base. Did you see the hop it took to
Yeah.
the left off the grass?
17,
Man, just imagine if that bounced behind her and rolled around. Marks would have been fast enough to get to at least second, maybe even third if that had gotten much beyond her. There he goes.
Comes another steal.
Safe this time.
And they're worried.
Runner in scoring position now for Despot. Oh, swing and a miss.
now batting, the left fielder, number 8, Ashton Hutchinson.
Going for third. He's in there.
Good opportunity here for the Monstars.
And that will be deep enough. Let the runner come home to make it a 3-0 ball game.
The third baseman, number 30, Dewey Beltran.
bat going. Before striking out with the bottom 4, but Monstars will score a run. Monstars, originally a basketball team, moved over to baseball now. It's season 10. Some would say they used to run it all.
Number 13, Vigo dozen rolls. The right fielder, number 25, Ellen Sacred.
Sacred up with 2 outs. Foul off first pitch. And he'll go down in 3 pitches.
Top of the order here for the Monstars. Top 5.
Felipe Smacks.
Oh, a tough dive there at third. An infield single.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 71, Blunder Nichols.
McDiggins starting to get a little bit tired, looking at 74 pitches now in the top 5.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 13, Elizabeth Montoya.
Montoya up again.
Pitch out. Yeah, that is a lot of speed. That's more speed than the other guy had when he was still in second and third. Why they aren't sitting him? Oh my! Nope.
No, field is small, but not small enough for Montoya.
Sounded good off the bat, but gobbled up here by Founders Field center field.
Well, I don't know. That's a seemingly rare
Oh.
sound. And catch the runner.
I had to make up for all the stolen bases from earlier.
Yeah.
The left fielder, number 15, Nadia Garrison.
Listen, you're ground out.
Now
Short,
batting,
second.
the third baseman, number 6, Pine Dealer.
And Dealer comes in ravaged. Dropped out earlier. And we're gonna drop third strike. Drop number 2.
Batting, the second baseman, number 22, Kaylee
Especially just kind of
Benson.
look lost here. Just almost, I mean, I don't want to say directionless, but just not really competitive here.
Yeah.
It's only 3-0. Don't get me wrong. Oh,
It's not bad. Yeah, I mean, pitching hasn't been bad, but just, I mean, 2 hits on, 5 innings, so
The designated hitter,
sort of
number
struggling a bit.
26,
They're facing a pretty good pitcher,
Alexander.
but not really finding a lot of great contact.
I like the effort there by the shortstop, but still flies over his head.
He is a dive wizard.
The second baseman,
Ah.
Not a jump wizard.
47, Jordan Newman.
And hitting 323 on the season, and you're only neutral. So that happens when you're volatile.
Yeah.
Oh my
And-
gosh. This guy doesn't even have pick officer. Like, I haven't seen a pick officer do this. He's picked off at least 2 or 3 tonight. Oh, snap.
As that just hits the top of the wall again.
Makes it 4-0. Could have been 5-0, but ifs and buts. All that jazz. But that will do it for McDiggins. He'll stay in.
Now batting. The catch.
Now McDiggins is done.
Round 1.
Oof. 54 ERA. And reverse splits and consistent. He just had a little bit more stats. He would be pretty dang good.
Yeah. And that's, you know, we talked yesterday a bit about accuracy, you know, how matchup matters. But if you don't have, you know, either good velocity or good junk, then it really doesn't matter all that much.
Shortstop, number 9, Alessandro Gillespie.
Gillespie not happy about that.
Center fielder, number 23, Edwin Valenzuela.
And I believe,
Webster.
yeah, that is on fire
Yeah.
for Webster.
Snuck to on fire and now is at 19 strikeouts on the season.
A designated hitter, number 5,
We
Rebecca
could sneakily have
Ellis.
the entire board filled up with 20 strikeout pitchers. Steve Ellis has one of the 2 hits he surrendered tonight. Ooh, can that
High
short
pitch.
porch it? Nope, not quite.
No.
Out number 3 will head to the top of the 7th.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 8.
Yeah, down to,
Jackson
I think that was
Hutchinson.
from 54 to 36 ERA.
Almost cut it in half. Flips it just into the outfield. Stevenson
Now
makes the
batting,
catch
the
there.
third baseman, number 30, Dewey Beltran.
Pretty much exactly half right now, actually. Down to 27.
That one gets down. Runner board here for the Monstars. Already up 4-0 here, top 7.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 3, Felipe Smacks.
Garrison for
Oh,
round number
left field.
2.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 71, Lunder Nichols.
I mean, this year, if this was your like next to last or last option out of the bullpen, that's not a bad guy to have. I mean, the reverse splits helps a lot, and him being consistent too. Like, he'll never get like super low on himself.
Right. That's pretty helpful with relievers, because it's pretty hard if you have, you know, can't super control how they're gonna come in the game, or how often you can't, you know, leave them
The first baseman, number 13, Vigo
out.
doesn't roll.
Oh,
Ego Van.
20.
Oh,
Wow.
there it is. So we'll have our next 20 club member.
Do you think Palacios makes a new club of his own, gets to 30? You need 10. It's the Walkers.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely doable. We saw, some really great outings this week.
I think
Strike out.
I think the Walkers have a few batters that could help him out there.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely doable. If he gets, ahead early in the game, I think it's very likely that we see him in the 30s, but
Left center. That will be caught by Smacks for round number 3. Led to the top of the 8th here.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 13.
Express still have just 2 from earlier in the game.
Now, this has been a one-sided affair to say the least. Even though it's only 4-0.
Strikeout.
Designated hitter, number 26, Zayden Alexander.
To be honest, they added the little strikeout kind of noises. I'm not sure how you feel about it. I don't like it that much.
I mean,
Just seems a bit out of place.
neither here or there. I mean, it's fine. I mean, I only notice it when it's a couple of things, honestly.
Number 47, Gordon Newman.
Sometimes it gets lost in the crowd noise. You don't even notice it. Swing and a miss. Bottom of the 8th now.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 15, Nadia Garrison.
Webster at 84. Still on fire as well.
Ooh,
Oh,
that one's gone. Right into that patio area. It's 5-0. Oh, no.
nope, it's 4-1.
Now batting,
Garrison gets her third.
baseman, number 6, Pine Dealer.
I think she's really someone you need to rely on for the Express. One of the more consistent players, as opposed to Mr. Pine Dealer up now.
Ooh, now it's out of the reach. Okay, so I wrote down batting averages for the Express, just out of curiosity. And there are a couple of people who are definitely not helping the cause. Cunningham at the 3-hole, nonetheless, hitting a $167. Sacred at the 5-hole, hitting a $194. And then Dealer, who we just saw there, was hitting 156. But then, like, you've got Gillespie at 364, Stevenson 280, Garrison 266, Dozen Rolls at 355, Ellis at 371, and Valenzuela at 263. So, like, I mean, for the most part, the bats are there. Maybe needs to be in a slightly different order.
Yeah, maybe. Saw caught stealing this, as well as a strikeout just then, so runner in scoring position. This stays a bit too long. So it was a decent opportunity for the Express, but not going anywhere. Up for one.
Top of the 9th now. Lance Gardner. Closing pitcher comes in. It's 2 pitches. And a very strong pitcher.
Sure.
Now batting, the catcher, number 17, Cameron Despot.
Oh, you're right. It does have the weird, yeah, weird pronunciation.
And like, Cameron isn't exactly that odd of a name.
No.
Kind of a weird one to have.
There's that K collector active. Does have meltdown though, which is pretty strange for a closing pitcher. I believe that is.
When 4 straight batters reach.
Yeah, I mean it won't happen very often, but
Oof! Just inside the line. Stayed just a single.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 8, Ashton Hutchinson.
Oh no! And that is where the defense shows up.
The third baseman, number 30, Dewey
What
Beltran.
probably could have been a dragon special to send to the bottom of the 9th. Instead, allows 2 on and only 1 out now.
see if the Mythic can capitalize off it and
Now
just
batting,
strike out.
the center fielder, number 3, Felipe
Allows the
Smith.
order to get flipped here. Smacks 2 for 4 tonight, but Tense. I believe he's been the runner that's been caught stolen like at least twice. 1 and 2, K Collector on Gardner. And that one is going to hit the wall and allow a run to score. And so the error does come back to haunt the Express.
Now batting, the first
And
baseman,
that
number
very
7,
well may be the epitome of their season. The defense just not being able to get out of innings. Extra runs come across that you just can't catch up to. Oh my
Oh.
soul. See you later.
Yeah, that
That was murdered.
439. I'll put it 8-1, pretty much out of reach. at
Yeah,
this point.
totally.
I mean,
number 13,
even before the little bob, failure at second base, it was doable, but this is for sure out of reach now.
It was a good part of the order coming up too. Like to only be down 3, but that's a caught for out number 1.
Number 26, Araya Cunningham.
Webster
Trying to go for the
at
complete game.
99. Don't know if he'll make it. Still locked in, but running out
Oh.
of juice.
Yep.
Yep.
See, would have been 4-2. Her first home run of the season and first RBI.
Now pitching, Edvard Dunlap.
And Dunlap will come in to try and finish this one off. Get the final 2 outs.
Full count now.
Got it short. That's out number 2. Last chance here for the Express. Allen Sacred.
25, Alan Sacred.
And that should do it. as the Monstars move to 6-3 on the season. 8-2 over the Express. 15 hits for the Monstars. Newman and Smacks with 3 hits apiece. Nichols and Newman with home runs. 8 strikeouts for the Mythic. 10 for the Express. No one with more than 2. 5 hits for the Express. No one with multiple hits. Cunningham and Garrison going yard. Win goes to Webster. 8 1/3, 2 earned runs, 10 strikeouts. Then Dunlap finishing things off. McDiggins getting the loss. 4 earned through 5 2/3. And then the rest is history. It's a Monstar sweep on the MVP board. Webster, Nichols, and Newman. And we'll go on to the final game of the night. An interleague match. Storm and Retrievers. Let's see, Storm 5-3, Retrievers 4-4. Them on the mound, a 5.23 ERA, and Reese on the mound, a 1.93. Home game for the Retrievers, so that will be big. We set this last night, right?
Yeah.
Right? Go. And the Sonics have yet to play this week. They play the Lumberjacks tomorrow. Was it? No, that's the Walkers. Sonics play. Oh, the Sonics play the
yesterday.
Dragons. Sonics
maybe
play Dragons. So that could be a get-right game for the Sonics, but they have lost a few in a row. Retrievers and Walkers just a game back of the Sonics in that Icons division.
Number 15, Damian Nava.
I got maybe one of the better offensive teams in the league here. Storm flaunt like 2 or 3 players on that top 10 batting average roster in the league.
Yeah, they're doing pretty well. If I remember, they were also, I think, similar to the Express, though, on the defensive side. But good pitching, good pen, good bats.
And Nava will start things off with the walk.
The designated hitter, number 48, Betzer Sman.
2. Hard hit ball, but right to Cantu there in center field. Puts one down for Thrustmaster.
Miller Thrustmaster.
Yeah, he's in the number 3 spot, but not having too great of a season. 1-5 right now in 10s, but we'll get it to right field for a single.
Ocho up 2.
Third baseman, number 26.
Here is one of those heavy hitters. 522 on the year. Just 1 home run and 3 RBIs. And his fitness is just well.
Yeah, I'm curious. I think third base as well as one of the positions that might
Big strikeout there.
Now batting,
deteriorate
second baseman,
slightly.
number 28, Neville Cuevas.
Or could be from a small injury. I don't remember.
That's a strike. No, outside. Ball, that's outside.
2-2 here.
2 on.
Oh, ho, ho. Strike 3 called to retire the side. We'll go bottom of the first. Get a good look at the star. Yeah. See that's there, but you can't really see the ×2. Maybe I need to make that white instead of
And Gene Oldcham,
No, outside.
pretty strong AC with elite curveball.
Kind of a surprisingly high ERA for a pitcher that looks as good as her. She is truly their ace. Then she got beat up by the Knights in one of the first games of the season. Might have been day 2 of the first week where the Knights really unloaded on the Storm. But trying to bounce back, 2 quick outs here.
Number 6, Gossie Correa.
Too low.
Correa here, batting average at .486 on the season. Oh, gets denied by Thrustmaster. We'll go top 2.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 13, Nico Donaldson.
It was this pitcher in y'all's first game of the season. He threw 10 innings, didn't he?
Now batting,
Number
number 51,
51. So long ago.
Pretty sure it was him because I think that was also the game where Palacios played. And I think that's how Palacios has such a high strikeout rate. He had like
Oh,
12 or
yeah.
13, I think, in that game. Maybe even more.
number 27, Ibrahim Velocina.
And then he went 10, Reese did. And then as soon as he got pulled, it was the first pitch from someone that the
Right.
Lumberjacks blasted and walked it off.
I remember it quite well now.
Few steps in front of the warning track, Navarro will make the catch. Round number 3, send us to the home half of the second. Wyatt, Navarro, and Bonilla do up.
The designated hitter, number 64, Ran Wyatt.
That's a strike.
And Wyatt will find himself a base hit.
Now batting, a right fielder, number 10, Arthur Navarro.
Navarro looking to get their first rally here. But instead will ground out to a double play.
4-6-3. 2 down now for Bonilla.
Vanilla.
Nope, it's eyeball.
And that one floats to Cuevas for out number 3. And we'll head to the top of the third. Both teams with just 1 hit so far.
The catcher, number 35.
9-1-2 due up here for the Storm.
That's high.
Floater into center field, but Cantu is there.
Now batting from left fielder, number 50, Damian Nava.
Ball. Strike.
Back to the mound for out number 2.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 48, Bitzer Smith.
That's a strike. Nope, it's eyeball. Strike.
A 1-2-3 inning. We'll head to the bottom of the third. Bottom of the order due up here for the Retrievers.
On Dudley.
Poor Dudley's hair is still phasing through the back of his helmet. Into left. And Nava reaches out for that one. Nice play there by Nava.
51, Morgan Mack.
Strike. Ball.
Ground under first looks like he might have gone up
Number 15, Grant Gilmore.
2 locked in here.
Yep.
Eyeball.
tough. She's at 27 pitches as well, so doing pretty well on the pitch count
Oh,
early on.
that is off the base of the wall. Missed being a home run by the width of the wall. And it's a 2-out double to send us back to the top of the order.
This being a foul ball as well.
Nope, high. The right. Ball outside. The right.
But Diggett strikes out swinging. We head to the top of the fourth now. Still zeros on the board.
25, Miller, Rustmaster.
Reese locked in as well. I believe came into the game with 10 strikeouts, so
Now batting.
getting his way up a decent bit.
Number 26, Snack Rose.
15.
That one's through the left side. Storm have their second hit on the game.
Second baseman, number 28, Neville Cuevas.
Cuevas will get a base hit. That rolls to the wall. He's digging for 2. And the Storm have 2 in scoring position and only 1 out.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 13, Nico.
It's Nico Donaldson to try and bring them in.
1 home run, 7 RBIs for the 500 hitter. This one will be foul. No one's going to catch up to it. Just missed at the bottom of the zone, 2-2. Ooh, misses again, full count. Oh, ho, ho. Huge swing and a miss there. Strikeout for out number 2. That brings up Julia Drapes.
Big out there for the Retrievers.
Swing and a miss. Gets out of the inning. The 2-runner in scoring position jam with back-to-back strikeouts to keep it scoreless as we go bottom 4. That was some guts right there. See if the offense can get anything going here. Oh, Correa into right. And the Retrievers take a 1-0 lead. Third home run, 11 RBIs. Takes her in the top 5 of RBIs, I'd be willing to say. Got Terrific with 13. I think we've got 2 or 3 at 12, and then a bunch with some others with 11.
Wyatt had a nice hit in the second inning, but ground out. Brings in a tense Navarro. Hasn't had too great of a season. Started off a bit earlier in the lineup, but has moved down to 5th, I believe.
No, outside.
Foul territory. Caught by Rose for out number 3, but the Retrievers strike first with a solo shot from Correa. Makes it 1-0 top 5.
Center fielder, number 27, Ibrahim Velocida.
Ball inside. There's a strike.
Oh, Velocidad. Right center field. It's caught by Cantu.
Catcher, number
Kind of started dying there late. Thought that was going to tie the game up, but stays inside the park. Loud first out here in the top of the 5th.
Reach back up to locked in. Get out of that jam.
Strikeout there, up to 18 now on the season.
Number 15, Damian Ava.
In the inning, it's second to first, or shortstop to first.
Both teams 3 hits, but the Retrievers 1 run on the. That's a better look at the star. More of a zoomed in look. Skied into right. Out by Drapes for out number 1.
Catcher, number 8, Mahan Dudley.
Dudley not only having hair go through the helmet, also having the wrong batting stance.
Now batting, third baseman, number 51, Morgan Matt.
That's a strike.
He grounded out the second time that inning.
Top 6 still just a 1-run game here. 2, 3, 4 due up for the Storm.
Designated hitter, number 48.
Smith 0 for 2 here tonight.
Ball, that's outside. The right. That's high. No, ball four. No!
Lead off walk here from Reese, though.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 25, Miller Thrustmaster.
We'll bring up Thrustmaster at a single earlier.
Strike.
Slow roller. Mac will go to first, get the out there. Does put a tying run into scoring position here for Snack Rose. Another opportunity for him here. I think he had the opportunity in the first inning with a couple runners on. Came up empty. See what I can do here. And he'll connect with that one into the gap. Runners go to round third, head for home. And we got ourselves a tie ball game. RBI single from Snack Rose. And it's 1-1.
Number 28, Neville Cuevas.
Snack Rose probably also taking the number 1 spot in average after that, right?
Most likely. We've seen a few of those high average people not do too well this week.
Yeah. Sort of balances out.
Ball four, take it.
And another walk, 2 walks, and a hit given up by Reese in this inning.
13,
And here comes another big bat. Donaldson 0 for 2 here tonight, but a 484 average on the season. He's throwing 90 pitches here. Oh! Strikeout there, 2 away.
right field.
Knows how to get the clutch strikeouts.
Yeah, Drapes.
Julia Drapes now. 300 hitter herself, no slouch here.
He's trying to get into the 20 before he has to go.
No, outside.
Does
Won the
get
inning,
out of
though.
the inning, but gives up the lead. 1-1 now as we head to the bottom of the 6th.
Batting, second baseman.
I do have to say, Oldham a lot better off on the pitch count, just at 53 here as we start the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, pretty great pace right now for Oldham is.
Ooh, sucks that one up.
Looking locked in still.
Dig it, Fleshman.
Probably might get to on fire soon, but
That won't help as that's a base hit up the middle. Couldn't quite snag that one. Hit over her glove.
Doyle.
Center fielder Cantu. 333 on the year. 0 for here tonight. 1 on, 1 out here. And
it's also clutch active for Oldham.
popped up. Out territory. That's out number 2. And here is Correa, the home run hitter. Is that Steeler on the runner there at first?
I do believe so.
Pitcher does have a pretty good arm behind the plate. Up the middle, deep into center field. Cuevas can't get the throw in time. And it's 2 on now for Gwyn Riot, who will have RBI Hero active. So a big moment here for the Retrievers. Can they retake the lead here with a base hit? 2-0 to Wyatt. Fouls that one off, 2-1. Wyatt being patient here. Woohoo, takes there, just finds his own for a full count. Runners go, swing and a miss! And it's Oldham's turn to get out of the jam. Remains a 1-1 ball game as we go to the top of the 7th.
Number 27, Abraham.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I think Reese.
Vance Refrigeration.
Probably his last 2 batters.
And he gets strikeout number 20 before he leaves. Round to third, Mac off a hop. In time for out number 2. We head back to the top of the order. Neva 0 for 2 tonight, but has drawn a walk.
Reese staying at 102.
Probably his last batter of the night. And that one will be through, so Nava is aboard. Interested to see who the Retrievers go to their bullpen after the long reliever made a spot start last week. Shep Heaps. Oh! What? The starting...
That.
So,
Why is that happening?
I don't know. And it's interesting. He's a starting pitcher. He's not tense. Unless he was locked in and got knocked down.
Didn't we have this issue early on in SMB3 where sometimes we might have that? I mean, I don't think it's happened to any other team.
No, like I don't remember this happening at all this season.
Shep Heaps.
Back-to-back games. And like he's not going to become healthier and he's going to lose, like he's not going to be healed by the time he's supposed to be due up for a start. That's really bizarre.
He'll get out of the inning, but we'll have to see how that progresses.
I mean, does the game...
There are healthy pitchers in the bullpen.
Yeah, you got, like, I mean, it's too early for the closing pitcher, but you do have, like, one main reliever that, like, hadn't thrown in, like, 2 games.
Yeah.
We looked at it last night. And that's just really weird because that's just going to, like, self-fulfill throughout your team if that keeps on happening. And I don't know a way to have that not happen, honestly. Because it's not like, because it was a thing back in 3 where we had the save file where, like, you could get pitchers off kilter, like, if they were long relievers but were numbered or something like that. They're going to send the runner, no, Santiago has an arm. And so, like, we saw like awkward relief outings where like a starting pitcher could come in, but like, I mean, now I have no idea. I mean, and yeah, like we've mentioned, like we had the wrong fielders have a starting pitcher get hurt earlier in the season. I mean, there's been a couple other instances, but like, never seen that hurt pitcher come in for relief.
We'll score a runner on the.
Retrievers will take the lead. No RBI there for Dudley, though. As he grounds into the double play. Storm take 2 outs in exchange for the... Oh, it wasn't a double play.
He beat it out.
Oh, and it throws it away!
Overthrow.
Is he going to go for 3? He's going to go for 3.
Thrustmaster does not have an arm.
Wow.
Huge opportunity to give it to the Retrievers.
Right, a horrendous botch there by Oldham with the error. Throwing the pickoff attempt away. The infield is in. The throw to home is going to be in plenty of time. And the error will be scratched. As Dudley will get tagged out there for out number 2. Brings up Grant Gilmore.
Oldham looking at 86 back to neutral.
Ooh, a tough dive there. Probably wouldn't be able to make the play anyway. Oh, and it's another one thrown away. The Storm are throwing the ball over the field. Can the Retrievers take advantage of the sloppy defense here by the Storm? Push the lead to more than a run. Oh, and look, the game decides to be smart. Sorry, Knights, you can't have that. Oh, and he gets it over the glove of the first baseman. Oh, they're going to send another one. And it'll be safe. So, wow, 2 throwing errors this inning by the Storm. The second one does come home to roost, and 2 runs being scored, making a 3-run lead for the Retrievers. Oldham Knight is done. She should only get pegged for 1 earned run, I think.
Yeah, even though it was her error.
Oh, that is a good point.
Wait.
And another intentional walk to bring up an RBI hero to load the bases. Not exactly the smartest thing to do. And he makes them pay. Wyatt will probably clear the bases. And the Retrievers will take a 6-1 lead. 7-1 now as the runner comes home. Wyatt makes them pay for that decision desperately. And in these last 2 games, we have seen errors come back to haunt that team in the worst ways possible. Hard hit ball into center field will end the inning, but 6 runs in the bottom of the 7th, and I think 4 of those came off of the throwing error. 3, yeah, at least 4 of those off the throwing error, if not more.
Yeah.
And what was a close game is now a 6-run lead for the Retrievers here in the top of the 8th. And the starting pitcher is staying out there. What is happening? He's not going to get better than Strain. This doesn't make sense. The Retrievers are just going to be a wacky team. Yeah, I don't know what to do about this. This is just weird. He should not be in there at all.
No. I mean, he is... Okay, so we're at number 1.
He was the 4, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think he's the 4. So if he stays out of number 2 and 3, he will be back and healthy for his start, but still, I mean, he'll put on the pitch count as well, so.
He's got a runner at third, 1 out here for Donaldson. That will score a run in exchange for an out, makes it 7-2. I'm trying to recount what happened in that last half inning. So he made it 2-1 as Dudley grounded into a fielder's choice, beat out the double play, runner from third scored. So that made it 2-1. And then 5 more runs scored. So, and then what's his face? Grin Wyatt had 3 of those. That's 4, so there was 2 more. And, oh, Correa had 1 of them, didn't she? Or did she get walked?
No, Correa got walked.
Correa got walked. Okay. Guess we'll see here on the screens. So Dudley does have 1 RBI. His average down to 100. And will be lower. So it wasn't Morgan Mack, 0 for 3. Bunt. She strikes out looking. Top 9, last chance here for the Storm. Now this would probably be a tie game if it weren't for the throwing errors. Good point, Kwashi. I don't understand. The starting pitcher is still in the game.
I'm still, like, we have a closing pitcher who's, like...
I guess it's a 5-run lead. The game is like, logic, runs more than 4, no save, don't bring in closer.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to know that he's a starting pitcher and his mojo is getting hurt. He's tense now. Like, this isn't fair. Oh, but that won the game, so.
Clean it up, but...
Well, will he get the win, actually? He might actually be in line for the win. So it was 8 hits for the Storm. Rose goes 3 for 4. Bumps his average up to 556 on the year. So RBIs on the night. 3 for Wyatt, we knew. Cantu had 2. Correa with the home run. And Dudley with 1. And it was Heaps with the win. Bizarre.
He's also having a save from 2 nights ago. Okay.
Then Oldham getting the loss, 6 earned through 6 2/3. It's Correa, Reese, and Wyatt on the MVP board. Well, that will do it for tonight. Some wackiness there in the last couple of games. Ooh, 7-1 Cyclone, 6-2 Mythic. That's going to be a fun one. Jose Quinto versus Rena Rhodes. All right, that's going to be a fun one tomorrow. And even more so both teams looking that they could make up ground. Well, they could increase their ground, I guess I should say, with Unicorns losing yesterday. Cyclones can move up to usually 3 games up over the Unicorns, and then Mythic can move up to 2 games over the Storm, who lost. The Quacks did win. Quacks actually move. Well, I don't have to do the math. We could just look at the season standings. So Quacks just a half game behind. So this is a big game for the Mythic. Been pacing the Galaxy division for the season, but all of a sudden with a couple losses here as of late. And look at that RD difference. Look at this division's RD. The Skulls at 4 and 5 at plus 10. Storm still plus 10 on the year. Quacks at plus 11. This is a pretty huge division. RD, let's look at the wild card. Longfielder's still the last team in due to run differential. Bombers now sneak after the High Rollers loss. They drop out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams all at 4 and 5 looking for that last spot. Man, run
Diamondbacks
differential
playing tomorrow as well.
run differential
lead.
is going to be so huge. Like, I mean, that is literally the only tiebreaker, which sucks. But I mean, man, it helps to have like a blowout or two here and there to really bump that up. Like, because that is the end all be all now with us being in season mode. But that will do it. Let me see if I can find the rest of the games for this week without having to go to the actual schedule. So we've got Mythic Cyclones leading us off. Then we got Lumberjacks, Walkers, Area 51, and Diamond Jacks, and then Sonics, Dragons to close us out. Well, that will do it for tonight. Puppet, thanks again for tuning in. And I will just give a little program note. Tomorrow's stream might be a smidge later than usual, depending on when I get back home. I'll probably be coming back home later tomorrow than usual, so stream might be just a tiny bit delayed, depending on how traffic and stuff goes. But that will do it for tonight. Thank you all for tuning in, and I'll see you same time, same place tomorrow. Have a good night, everyone. Bye-bye.
Have a good night.